Today's practice, we're going to be doing some nice heart opening, some work for the shoulders, and then also coming into the hips and the connection of the two into a little bit of back bending. So here we go. Close the eyes, find a comfortable seat. Settle in, let the gaze drop down and in, let the attention begin to frame simply around the breath. Feel a broadness in the collarbones and open in the heart. Now these first couple of breaths be whatever you need. The elbows sink heavy. Take a nice inhale, opening up into a yawn this time. Exhale. Sigh it out. Okay, so we'll begin coming together, exhaling completely. And then inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Inhale through the nose. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale out the nose. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Inhaling. Holding. Exhale. Holding. Inhale, drawing the wave in. Hold at the top of the crest. Exhale, empty. The wave draws back out to sea. And the pause, the calm. Inhale, building in, filling the lungs. Hold that pause in the landscape. And exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 3. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Last 2 rounds, breathe it in, your count. Let it be as it needs. Hold. Find the pause at the top of the breath. And then exhaling, you're backwards counting, returning to 0. Holding. Inhale, counting ease of tempo, filling the lungs, note the number, hold the breath. Emptying, backwards count, returning to 0, lungs fully empty, deflate, narrowing of the ribs, and hold. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Thank yourself for showing up for practice. And offer up a statement of gratitude. And as you do, visualize that person, that thing, visualize their face, visualize telling them, expressing that gratitude. When complete, extend the arms back up and open the eyes. Release the hands. Inhale, reach to the ring fingers, lift them up. Exhale, circle them around, right elbow under left. Give yourself a hug, reach back for the shoulder blades. And then a little rocking, side to side bending, maybe rotating in and up. And some nice little circles with the shoulders and the chest. And take it in both directions, opening up. Exhale, rolling in. Inhale, opening up. Exhale, rolling in. Inhale, come back to standing tall, and then take the arms and press them back. Press them back, interlace the hands, and if possible, reaching back, long straightening out the elbows. Inhale, chest is open, and maybe a little rotation feels nice. Nothing needs to be fast. It's not an exercise. It's just a movement, seeing if that translates to more opening in the chest, maybe the neck. Nice and easy, nothing fast. And then releasing, taking the arms up again. Inhale, lift the chin. Exhale, let's go. Left under right, coming around, switching out the arms, opposite hug. Hugging through, maybe finding those shoulder blades. And then again, side bending with it. Feeling that really come all the way from the hip through. Maybe it's the rotation that you like. Opening up the rib cage in the back body, opening up the rib cage in the front body, inhaling, exhaling. And then again, let's come in behind. Interlacing the hands, other thumb is on top, reaching back. Let's try bringing the heel of the hands together this time, or if you did that last time, let the hands separate, right? Working to straighten out through the elbows. Inhale, puffing up the chest. And this time, let's rest right ear towards right shoulder. And then roll the chin towards the shoulder. Inhale, nose points forward, chin neutral, and then come on up. Take a moment off the shoulders and then re-engage. Lengthen through the arms, pull the ribs in. Next breath, again, rising tall, left ear drops towards left shoulder. Let's roll the chin now. Lift the chin back to that neutral line. And then come on back up. Nice. Inhale, take the arms up again. Exhaling, hands to heart center. All right, let's change the placement of the legs. I want to come into Virasana. So from here, we're going to go ahead and bring the knees together, let the feet open a bit wider, and possibly coming onto the seat of a blanket. Knees are coming together, thighs are rotating softly inward, the feet point directly behind, no rotation of the ankles. See what you can do to find that seat. Don't feel strained in the seat. Just wanted to change up the leg pattern. We're working back onto shoulders. So we're going to do chronic bath here, which is one of my favorites. Full rotation through the shoulder. And we do this with mostly a bent elbow. So we're trying to get some freedom. So let's see what that feels like, just bringing hands to shoulders to begin with. You've got some really fancy shoulder pads, and then circling the elbows, inhaling them up, exhaling them down. Inhaling them up, exhaling them down. We do this a lot with our swan dives, but we've always got those arms out nice and straight. So here we are, just coming with the elbows bent. And then let's reverse the direction. And as you do this, can you bring your elbows to touch in the top? And then exhale, take them wide behind. Try not to have the rest of the body moving, so there's nothing happening with the ribs, trying to isolate that. Elbows together and back and out. Awesome. And then release the hands. Cool. So we're going to take this a little further, working all the way up and overhead. So as you breathe in, I'm going to bring the hands, forearms together, palms match each other, okay? And then the breath, I'm going to keep the elbows together as long as I can as I sweep them over the back of the head. And then when I can't go any further, I've got those back of the hands together, fingertips pointing to the ground, and then I'm going to rotate them up, flip it around, straight arms, back of the hand together, and sweep it around again. Right, so here we go. Inhale, washing over the top. Exhale, pressing and coming around. Breathing in, maybe a little hold of the breath. Exhale, breathing out. Inhale, breathing in. Little hold. Exhale, breathing out and around. Let's do 2 more like this. Inhale, breathing in. Really trying to limit the movement of the ribs, right, of the neck. And last one, up. And around, coming all the way around this time. Let's go right elbow under left, taking the hands up high. Nice. Squeezing the elbows together. If you have a strong enough foundation on the feet, we're going to lift and lower from here, okay? If it's like, you can always come up higher onto the block if this is a lot of potential lift, but if you're with me, we're going to inhale, lift up onto the knees. Open the chest, gaze overhead, and then exhale, come back to the seat. Control it. Inhale, up. Little back bend. Exhale, in. Undo the arms. Let's go other side. Exhale, big hug. And then squeezing those forearms towards each other. Nice. Press into the legs. Inhale, up. Exhale, come down. Control, control, control. Again, inhale up. Little bit of a back bend, glutes are turned on. Exhale, lifting up, ribs in, and come on down. Undo, breath in, up. Exhaling, hands to heart. Okay, so we prep the seat of the knees. Let's come up onto the shins and grab our strap. Okay. So I'm grab strap, grab. I can always put the pad out the knees a little bit more. You can always tuck the toes under as well. So you've got some options should you like a little extra cushioning. And you know what? That felt pretty darn good on my knees. So I'm going for it. Okay. I'm going to take my strap, whatever serves. And again, we're going for rotation of the arm movement, and we're trying not to include everything else in the spine. So I'm going to give myself plenty of room. The first one is not a maximum, not locked out, not a maximum, not going overhead. So I'm going to inhale, just take the arms up, hold here, pull the ribs in, slightly lift my front hip bones towards my lower ribs. I'm turning on my glutes and I'm pushing into the earth. So whether you like toes tucked under or flat, I'm rooting and I'm turning on. My outer hips are hugging in. My legs at the same time are trying to widen out like I'm ripping the strap, and they're also trying to hug in, right? So squeezing. Now I've got the strap, letting my shoulders lift, and I'm trying to pull the strap apart, pull the belly in, right? Holding here. 3, holding here. 2, maybe it goes a little bit further back. Holding here, lifting up, pull the ribs in, and release. Okay, let's add another point of feedback. Grab your brick, your book, whatever you've got, and bring it between the legs and squeeze it. It's not resting on the ground. I'm squeezing it between the legs, okay? So now inner thighs are turned on. I'm going to give myself more room. I just want to keep tension. I'm not, I don't want to have slack in it, but I don't want to hear clicking. It's not about getting super tight in the strap, okay? Rotation. Inhale overhead, exhale behind. Note, go slow. Do you need to make adjustments to the width of the strap? Squeezing the block, inhale, turning on the glutes, exhale, inhale overhead, exhale down. Stay with me. Inhale up, exhale behind, inhale up, exhale in front. One more. Inhale up, exhale behind. Again, inhale up, exhale in front. All right, keep it taut. Right arm drops, left arm overhead. Rotating, going around the world. Inhale, first half. Exhale, second half. Again, enjoy the pauses in the breath. Nothing's rushed. Inhale. Maybe that breath just sits for a moment. Exhale, coming around. Enjoy the empty. One more in this direction. And then let's take it to the other direction. Around. Right arm goes first. Left arm comes around the front. Beautiful. Inhale. Keep tension in the strap. Exhale. Maybe you begin to float through. Inhale. Maybe that's faster pace appeals to you. Or did you like the pause? Last one. Around and the front. How's the block doing? Okay. And then inhale up, hold. Exhale back behind. Inhale up, hold. Exhale to the front. And then finish. Take it shorter, not going overhead. Up, hold, pull it apart, squeeze the block. Pull it apart, squeeze the block. Pull the shoulder blades apart. So not just the hands. It's not the hands with the shoulders squeezing. The shoulder blades are widening. The hands are widening with. Stay with, squeeze block. 3, stay with, squeeze block. 2, pick up those hips, little slight tuck of the tail. And 3, release. Nicely done. Set it down. All right, let's take a moment now to come onto our backs. And we're going to get a little more into the hips. So coming onto the back, knees will be bent in half rest. Lowering down. So bent knees, half rest. And just take a moment here, let the hips come to contact, let the shoulders come to contact, and the head come to contact. And that all feels pretty even and equal. Arms lengthened by your sides, fingers reach towards the heels. Inhale, push up, bridge pose. So we were kind of in, at least the lower half of this feels pretty similar to where we just were for me, right? I am little tuck of the tail, I'm activating the glutes. I feel like I'm still squeezing that block. Staying with here, 3. Staying with here, 2. And then exhale, lowering down, round through. Hollow and release. Awesome. Let's cross the right ankle over the left. Feeling that thigh turn out from its base, the knee draw away, and I'm using that left heel, that left leg, pulling a bit towards its hip to help me balance through right and left hip equally and keep that right leg activated, right? So the left is pulling towards me. Beautiful. Lengthen the arms by your sides, right? We're lifting to bridge. Press it up. Maybe the shoulders walk under. Do you want to interlace and get a little deeper there? Still trying to push that right knee away and pick up the right hip, turning on the glutes. Lengthen tail to the back of the left knee. Stay with it. 3. Stay with it. 2. And then again, as you exhale, hollow, roll through all the way down. Awesome. Take the arms out, wide T like Tom. We're going to keep the triangle and we're going to go for some twisting in the lower half. So I'm trying to keep the upper body stable. Okay, take it on over. And then exhale, bring it back. Okay. Inhale, it drops. Maybe there's a pause. Okay. Exhale, engage the abdominals, narrow the waist, move through the center and lift back up. Nice. Inhale here. As I engage my center, I'm focusing on pulling my right hip back down to the ground. Inhale. Again, focusing right obliques, right hip, coming down. Inhale. Exhale. All right. We're going to start with the right hand, grabbing the right ankle. And this feels a little awkward when you come to the twist, but I really enjoy the neck switch on the side of the right. So soon enough, we'll switch to the left arm. If it doesn't feel right off the get-go, take your left arm and be ready for it, okay? So here we go. Foot does not need to come down to the ground. Maybe it comes to your brick, right? So if it's coming down too low for you that it shifts off everything else, then I've got my brick or a block or whatever, and I'm gonna come down there. So I'm rotating here. And then this is this little neck stretch here on the right side. So I'm letting my left ear drop. I'm thinking about my nose maybe rolling up to the sky. You may like it permanently turned. And I'm getting this stretch from my right arm up through the traps, up through the sides of the neck, the scalenes. And then again, soon enough, we'll switch with the left hand and open to twist. If this doesn't feel right for you, go ahead and do it already. Okay, left hand's gonna take the switch, and then inhale, open right. All right, big open, and reach towards that upper right corner. And here, you might even find a little more oomph to draw the right hip towards the ground or the right knee away from you, right? So maybe the stretch of the arm and that work we did on the shoulder helps to get long through that whole right side body, down through the hip and up through the fingers. Notice where you may be over efforting and try to release a little more of gravity. All right, as we make our way out of this, we're going to take the head first as we do, supporting the neck. And then again, I'm turning on my abdominals, I'm turning on my right obliques, and I'm picking up to pull the hip down. Switch it out. 2 feet down, we're going to take just a little reset in our bridge up. Reset and bridge up. Trying to be pretty even on the weight of the feet if at all possible. And that means I've got the inner line active, the outer line active, the front of the ball of the foot, the back through the heel. My toes even feel like they're lengthening onto the mat nicely. Knees are simultaneously trying to squeeze together and pull apart. Outer hips are in line. Glutes are turned on. And then on your next exhale, again, hollow and round down all the way through. Beautiful. Left over the right. Left over the right, pressing the knee away. And again, if I push it away too much, I'm just going to dump and miss my hips. They're going to start to spill to that side. So I need to regulate. Right heel pulls to right hip, keeping the right hip down as I push the left knee. I'm trying to get hips equal and even. And now 3, holding here. 2, holding here. And then release down. Lower through, nice and controlled. Beautiful. All right, let's take the arms out, starting T like Tom, and we'll go for some rotation here, thinking over to the right, and then it's again, left hip, left oblique, comes on down. Inhale, taking over, right? Exhale, coming down. Foot maybe comes to the blanket, foot maybe to the earth, or you like to keep it a little bit higher, tapping onto that prop. Coming on over. Exhale, slow it down. Use your center line to lift back up. One more. Inhale, coming around. Nice long stretch out. And then exhale, left oblique, left hip comes down. All right, here we go. Let's go for that twist. Okay, so I'm going to reach with my left hand, if at all possible, grabbing left ankle. Rotate it over to the right. Maybe we can let the legs root and get a nice little stretch through the neck. That may be rolling the right ear more down. That may be rolling nose towards the sky. The legs still make contact with each other. We've got this hip action, bottom leg. That right leg is still pulling in towards the left heel. And then we're going to switch hands. The right hand will now take the place and open up over to the left. Nice, again, diagonal reaching out, the shoulder blade softens into the back. You can roll that left ear down for a little bit of balance, feeling now the long line back on the right side, maybe all the way from the ear to the hand. 2 more breaths. Beautiful. Bring the head back to center first, releasing the reach of the left arm, belly in, both feet back to the mat. One last time. Here we go. Lift it to bridge. Let's try maybe toe bridge. And then see if you can keep that extra height you may have found and bring the heels back down. Back of the neck again long. And exhale, lower through. Let your legs simply extend out. Straight long legs. Shake them out. Inhale, take the fingers to the sky. And then exhale, chin to the chest, up, through. Nice and tall, seated. And forward fold. Inhale, half. Stay with this little half fold. And release all the way back up. Nice. Cross over the ankles. Let's meet onto hands and knees. Fingers are spread wide. Inhale, breathe into cow pose. Chin up, tail up, throat open. Exhale, press and round cow. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, press and round cat. Release the head, shake it out, nod it out, chin to the chest. Beautiful. Inhale, neutral. Tuck the toes and lift up to down dog. Lengthen out. Gently walk out the dog, bending one leg and then the other. Follow here, rhythm of breath. Inhale, round forward into plank and hold with me. There's a little bit of rounding through the back, a little bit of cat back, this little tuck of the tail, press and hold. Strong through the fingerprints, right? Two, and knees down, sit back through child's pose. Press it back. Inhale, pull forward. Let's flow just with here. Exhale, lift up and back. Inhale, round through plank. Exhale, knees down and sit back. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, plank and down dog. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, forward. Exhale, knees down, sit back. Beautiful. Inhale, forward, arms stay straight. Exhale, press and take it back. Beautiful. Walk your hands back to your feet. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, thumbs in the hip creases, soften, bend the knees, and let the belly just drop. Opposite elbow grab here, and maybe going for a little side swing, side to side. Little monkey hang here. You got that opposite elbow grab, you can go ahead and give a little soft fold. Trying to offer the forearms to the earth. And feel the length continue to grow, not just through the back of the spine, but really the sides of the body and the front of the belly. Right. Opposite arm to switch. And then from here, inhale, half lift. Right. Exhale, bend the knees. And because we're rounding up, I'm going to straighten my legs at the top, right? So I'm going to let this hang, that same sense you were just in. Pull the belly in, begin to press through, rounding up, and then stack it all at the top. Mountain pose. Trying to find that wall that may be behind you, opening up the chest, maybe turning the palms away. Chin neutral. Nice. Okay, let's turn around facing the top of the mat. Have your bricks nearby. We're going to do just a couple of lunge salutes here, warming up more heat with the body. So we started that bit of flow. We're going to come into a little more flow, this one more focused on the lower half, although everything will be part of the equation. So let's see how those shoulders feel after those round the worlds. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, dive, reach wide, and come on down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands to blocks or earth, frame the feet, step back with the right leg. Inhale, lengthen forward. Exhale, press off and come back up. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, full. Okay, inhale, sweep it up. This is our basis. Exhale, come on down. Inhale, lengthen forward. Exhale, hands to blocks, left foot back. Inhale, lengthen heel to head. Exhale, press off and step forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, full. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, come on down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Step back, right leg. This time, however, right knee down. Okay. Inhale, lift up. Right, that same picking up of the hip, the same turn on of the glute. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, tuck back toe, lengthen. Exhale, step to the top. Inhale, half. Exhale, full. Okay. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, fold down. Dive, lead with the heart. Inhale, half lift, turn on, feels like cobra. Exhale, fold, hands down. Left leg back, left knee down. Root and rise, come on up. Inhale up. Exhale, hands down, tuck, and then lift top of the mat. Inhale, half. Exhale, full. Inhale, wide, swoop up. Exhale, dive on down. Inhale, half. Exhale, full. Step back with the right leg. Take a breath in. Exhale, down dog. Hands on blocks are great if you've got it. Inhale, pick up the right leg. Exhale, step the right foot through. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step to the top. Inhale, half. Exhale, full. Inhale, wide swoop up. Exhale, dive down. Belly, heart, and head. Inhale, half. Exhale, full. Left leg back. Again, enjoy the blocks. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left foot steps forward. Lengthen out. And then push off, step up. Inhale, half. Exhale, full. Inhale up. Let's do that same setup to down dog, but we're setting the knee down. Inhale, half. Exhale, hands down, right leg back, okay? So knee comes down, inhale up. Take a little more time than you would in a flow. Slow it down than you would in that raga flow. Inhale, right leg picks up. Exhale, left knee down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, hands down, tuck and step. Inhale, half. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep up. We're going to do that with the left side leading. Exhale down. Inhale, exhale. Left leg back, left knee down. Okay. Inhale, you come up. Exhale, you come down. Inhale, tuck. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left foot forward. Right knee down. Rising up, breath in. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, lengthen in your runners. Exhale, step to the top. Inhale, half. Exhale, full. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, hands to heart, center. Awesome. So if we got a little more heat, and let's see what we can do to take this heat and build it in, energy in, to some more movement of flow, okay? So we're gonna take the right leg up, and we're gonna pull the knee in towards the chest, stand tall, hug the outer hips in. Nice. Take the knee out to the right knee out to the right. And we're coming into tree pose, foot inside the leg. Squeezing inner thigh to the right foot to the inner thigh, the legs meet. And then inhale, take the knee, extend it forward, and then right knee lines up with left knee. Pull the hip points up, draw the ribs in, okay? Even curl maybe that right heel closer to the glute. Don't grab, I know you want to, try not to. Beautiful. And then set it down. Inhale, sweep the arm. Exhale, dive down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, standing tall, the left knee lifts, right? The left knee lifts. Pulling into the belly, pressing strong into the earth, turning on outer hips, glutes, everything's nice and stable. And then we're pressing the knee out to the side, right? And then the foot comes inside, tree. They press to each other, squeeze, stay with it. Notice the movement and balance. Balance is never a fixed place. Balance is move. The shifting, the riding of the wave. And then let's go ahead and bring the knee back to the front. Okay, so you can keep the bend in the knee, extend back so the knees align, and then pull the hip bones up, ribs in, and as available, really turning on, heel flexes to the glute. Staying with. Nice, and then set it down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, dive down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Hands to blocks, step back right, step back left. Down dog. Inhale, shift forward, plank, and then knees down. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and play with a tiger grab. So we're putting together the elements that you've been working on, and we're gonna bring it together for seeing about grabbing a lifted foot behind. So we'll play a little bit with balance here first. And blocks are not a bad idea, and a strap nearby as well. So as we go here, we're first going to lift the leg and stabilize. So if you feel happier and you like this lift of the chest onto blocks, go ahead and keep them there. Otherwise, we'll go to the ground and see about using the blocks when we go for our grab, okay? So drawing inner elbows forward, push, pull in, hip points up, okay? Extending the right leg back, toes tuck under, okay? Push, and then kind of obvious to pull up the right hip and belly point. Think about the left as well, really trying to lift for the left, and then push the right up. Hold with me here. Nice. Now take the right leg out to the right. Push to the outer foot, outer hip. Try not to disturb the rest of the body. And then bring it back and set it down. Lift it back up. Now from here, cross in. Try not to disturb the body. One more breath, pushing the inner thigh across to the left. Extend it, straighten it out, and then release it.
Now I'll let you choose. Do you want a little moment in child's pose, or do you like a little down dog? Right, and then we're gonna find ourselves back to the hands and knees. Knees underneath hips, feet disappear behind. Again, inner elbows forward, turned on, ribs in, hip points pulled in. It's the left leg that begins going back. Tuck the toes and firm it. Push it into the ground. Like, feel the difference. It's not just the hands pushing, it's the foot pushing. Picking up the right hip, pulling in the right rib. Stay with me. And then push up. Okay, so that back side, that glute chain should be really strong. Okay, I'm hugging outer hips on both. Keeping alignment, taking the leg out. Staying with here. For 3 smooth breaths. Okay, and then we're bringing it back. And then set it down. Awesome. Again, inner elbows, in, up. Nice, stable. Crown to tail, arms and legs, stable. Cross the body. Try not to bend into it. I'm not changing the hip line. Same space, right hip to right ribs, front and side, crossing. 2. Nice. And then release and set it down. Awesome. Tuck the toes, either sit to child's pose or lift to down dog. Inhale, come back forward. Exhale, set knees down. Okay, so you worked a lot of strength in holding that. Let's see about working some movement now and staying in some semblance of our balance. So I'm gonna pick up the right knee, pulling the right knee into the chest and taking it out and around. And again, I'm trying not to move anything in my hips. I'm not feeling my ribs move. I'm not coming into side bending. Right, let's take these the other direction. I'm trying to stay as flat back as I can, as balanced as I can, weight in left and right, and focused without overdoing anything. Around. Nice. And then inhale, just push it back, pull in, press in, and see, how does that feel to lift the left arm? Press away. Push the back shin in, top of the foot. And then release. Beautiful. Again, child's pose or tuck toes under and come to down dog. I love the lengthening of the backs of the legs for a down dog reprieve. Shifting forward and down again. All right, setting it up. Beautiful. Pulling in. We're going to go ahead. We're going to pick up, bending the knee, and we're going to move it. We're moving the left leg in circles. The left knee in circles, nothing else changes. 2. Awesome. Let's take these in the opposite direction. Again, working for as much stability as you can. 2. And last one here. That last one, if you recall, ended us pushing out through the heel and then extending opposite arm up, holding. And releasing. Nice. Again, neutralize yourself in a down dog or come to child's pose. Awesome. Okay, knees down. We're gonna break down now the grab portion of the foot, and then we'll put it all together. So let's have our strap and our blocks here. Tuck the toes under, lift up. Okay, and then we're just gonna step forward with the left foot to start. Okay, left foot to start and leave the right knee down. So let's see what it's like to grab here. So we have a front foot and a back knee. And so as we were coming to our final, this would be like our hands and our one back knee. So we're gonna bend the right knee. You may want a blanket on the ground for you here. If this is uncomfortable, there's no need to go for the back foot grab at this point. okay? But if we can, I'm gonna walk myself up with my blocks coming near so they're helping me to stabilize. And then I can try to hook my foot with my strap, okay? I could also sit down, hook my foot with my strap, and then come back up, right? So I'm all connected from the ground up. Now, as I lift up, I'm pulling up, and then maybe my elbow comes overhead, right? And I move my arm in this position with a bent elbow, not a straight arm, right? It's a bent elbow. Straightening, bending, noticing, how does this feel? Okay, and then release, come on out. Switching it, strap to the other side. Again, you can get your strap at the top. You could hook the left foot right now. Bring then the right leg out, right? Taking the time. Instead of my blocks being out here to try to do it, I'm gonna let my blocks be close. I'm gonna lift up my chest and bend the knee. From there, the elbow bends, plenty of room on the strap, hand to shoulder, elbow to the sky. Elbow down and release. Again, bending the knee, bending the elbow, hand to shoulder, elbow to the sky. Maybe push back at the top, coming in, down. One more time, bending, elbow up, extend. Nice, and through. So we're gonna find that basic shape, but no knees on the ground. It's our not on one knee, not one foot. We're gonna do two hands. We're gonna do it from the all fours position. So this is where flat blocks may assist. Just like in bringing the blocks towards you, it lifted you up and brought you so much closer to that foot to grab. The hands on the blocks will do the same thing here, okay? So from here, you're gonna bring that strap back around your right foot. My right hand is gonna hold it. I'm gonna come up, almost like I'm coming to a side plank, but I'm not. Hand and elbow up. Right. So we spent all that time working on the non-movement and the non-lean, right? Because those are our breaks for this, right? This one we have to lean over to the left or we have to lean over to the right the way we're headed a little bit, but we try to minimize that and hit our brakes so we don't just collapse onto the other side. Okay, let's try that tiger on the right or the left foot, sorry, left foot. And then we're gonna do a cross tiger too, okay? So I've got it on the left foot and I'll show you what that little bit of lean may look like from the front. So here's my hands and knees, right? I've got my foot ready to go. I'm gonna bend knee and pick it up, elbow, hand to shoulder, and then elbow forward, right? So you notice I have to lean a little bit. I'm not a full side plank. That would be a full side plank, right? But I've got to hit my brakes, turning on the outer hip. As I have control, I'm gonna try to drop my left hip and belly further, but it can get pretty darn tricky fast, yeah. Stay with me, 3 and 2. Gently come out, plenty of room on that strap. Nothing's hooked, nothing's belted around. Like you never wanna go for binds and belt it around your hand. You always want your escape route, okay? So same, but we're gonna try crossing the body. This is one of my favorites. So we're gonna see what we can do to opposite grab. You're probably gonna feel more stable on the ground, and then with that, we'll see if that back bend begins to build. Again, we did everything being stable. Here we are letting that back bend come into shape. So I'm going, hooking on the right foot. So again, if the hook and the grab while you're all in the air is tricky, then while you're back here, you've got plenty of room, hopefully, on your strap. Come around and already grab it with the left hand. So I'm ready to go. Right foot, left hand, and then I come to hands and knees. So I'm already back here, okay? Then from here, I'm gonna pick up the leg, begin to rotate, arm out, right? Palm out, elbow away, lifting the leg first as high as you can, then pull the elbow into bending the elbow, hand to shoulder, and then extend up. 3, 2, and then as you release, nice and gently, bending the elbow and coming on out. Let's try it one more time. Coming up, switching sides, holding the belt in the right hand. Okay, again, I can go with maybe you're liking that little extra lift on the block, or you want to be coming on the ground, bending up, over, and lifting. 3, 2, and again, easy escape route through. Now, we're gonna try one more, and this one's going to be free, okay? So you'll either not hold on and see where that takes you, okay? Or if you wanna go back to your strap or hand grab, you can absolutely do that. So we're gonna come hands down and extend the right leg out to start, bend the knee. Okay? The left arm reaches forward, press away, turn the left thumb down, reach back, reach up, right? Even if you can grab, right? Don't grab, just reach, press, hold, 3, hold, 2, reach back out long, exhale, release completely. Okay, here we go, left, take it out, lift it up, right arm's out, left arm, left leg, bend the left leg, rotate the right arm, coming around, and again, kick and reach, kick and reach, kick and reach. Don't grab, kick and reach. Stay with it, kick and reach, keep lifting up. 3, stay with it, kick and reach. 2, and release it out, and set it down. Breath in, exhale. We're all taking a child's pose. Child's pose with the option of hands on blocks. Extending forward. Trying not to go too wide in the knees. Lengthening with the heart. Keep serving on the in-breath, the long spine, the long reach. On the out-breath, again, the surrender to gravity, the fold deepens through the hinge of the hips, the knees soften, the legs soften, the jaw, the throat. Any of that extra. You're just in some pretty big poses in terms of balance, in terms of really possibly challenging your flexibility. And for most of us, that just brings our level of energy up, up, up. And we're looking to bring it down, down, down. So at this time, think about removing the hands from blocks, possibly, and bringing them to the forehead. Okay, so I want to get third eye center relating to something, grounding down. So if it comfortably comes to the earth, you're good to go. If not, stack the hands or grab one of those props nearby. Center forehead down. If the head is down comfortably, consider taking the hands back by the hips or the heels with the palms rotated up, or resting hand on the back of the sacrum, or somewhere that makes sense for you, letting the elbows bend towards the ground. Nice. Once again, come up onto the hands. Lengthen forward, and then let's side bend, lengthening out to the right. Looking for length, always on both sides of the body. So I know that left stretch is pretty obvious. What's the right? What's happening there? Lift yourself up. Let's take over to the left and then take 3 to 5 breaths over here. Again, right side stretch obvious. Look for the length on the left too. Just walking yourself back through that center. Let's make the transition onto the backs. Coming into final rest pose. If there's any way you'd like to set up those props, go for it. Maybe it's the blanket on the belly. Maybe it's a rolled up blanket underneath the backs of the knees. Find a yawn here, the side, the chest. While the attention comes back to the breath, here we simply watch it. No control, no effort, just receival of the present moment. Receival of your own inhales. Exhaling. And resting in the space in between. I'll wake you when it's time. Gently begin to wake, keeping eyes closed. And that just means a little more increase of breath. Wiggle those fingers, wiggle those toes. And build yourself into a full body stretch, a full body yawn with the arms overhead, the feet reaching away. And then from here, right knee hugs into chest. Gently rock a little side to side. And then spinal twist, cross it over. Nice breath as the hip reaches away from you, the knee draws to one side, the arm draws to the other. Release. Switching out. I'm going to bring the left leg in, let the right leg extend. Start by giving it a hug. Gently rock side to side here. And then we'll cross it over. Twist it out. Right? From the center, everything expands. Right? The hip and the shoulder draw away from each other. The knee and the arm reach in opposite direction. Instead of coming back in, see if you're ready just to tuck in both knees now. Does that lead you to a good side to roll up? Rolling onto that side, take a moment, tucked in fetal, and then continue the journey to the top. Sitting with hands at heart. Thank yourself for practice. And in closing today, can you take a moment right now and make a promise to yourself? A promise of something that you will do today that will bring you joy, that will bring you a sense of peace. And we'll take one thing off that to-do list, off that nagging line in the back, and what will bring you some peace of joy? Is that a chore? Is that calling someone? Is that creating something in your environment? Or another way to take care of you? Picture it, note it, repeat it. Finish the statement, I will blank today. Thank you for your practice. May you reap its rewards. Tashman Shri Gurudev Namaha. Namaste.